both demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives. Master the paradigm so that you can reproduce every form in Hebrew perfectly spelled. Give your attention, please, to the top of handout 8C. Once again, we have laid this paradigm out in two columns, singular and plural. We will do the singular column first and then the plural. The masculine singular form, this, is pronounced ze. The feminine singular form for this is pronounced zoth. Note that the aleph quiesces in pronunciation. The masculine singular form that translates that is pronounced hu, and the feminine singular form that is pronounced he. In the plural column, notice that the form eila is common. That is to say, it is not inflected for gender. Eila is a common plural form which translates these. The form those, masculine plural, is either heim or hema. Note the dagesh forte in the mem. And those, feminine plural, is either hain or hena. And again, note the dagesh forte in the nun of the form hena. Let's make a few observations on this paradigm. First, be careful to spell zot correctly with an aleph. This is sometimes difficult for beginning students because the aleph quiesces in pronunciation. Secondly, you will have observed that the Hebrew form hu, which translates that, is the same form as hu, which translates he as an independent personal pronoun. Similarly, the form he, which translates that, is the same form as he, which translates she as an independent personal pronoun. Context should help you in most instances, but there may be ambiguity, as in an example like hu ha'ish. This has two translation possibilities. It could translate he is the man, understanding hu as the independent personal pronoun, or it could translate that is the man, understanding the hu as a demonstrative pronoun. Similarly, with the example he ha'isha, there are two translation possibilities. She is the woman, understanding he as a personal pronoun, or that is the woman, understanding he as a demonstrative pronoun. Third observation on the paradigm, and this emphasizes a point made in the course of pronouncing the forms, but it bears repeating. The demonstrative form eila is common. That is, it is used for both masculine and feminine. In other words, it is not inflected for gender. Fourth observation. There are a few demonstratives with variant or alternative forms. We refer you in the grammar to 8.6.3. These forms should not necessarily be memorized because of their demonstratives may be used either as adjectives, that is, demonstrative adjectives, this man, those women, or as demonstrative pronouns, this is the man, or those are the women. In handout 8D, adjectives first. When a Hebrew demonstrative is functioning as a demonstrative adjective, the demonstrative will follow the noun it modifies and agree in gender, number, and definiteness. This is just like the attributive use of adjectives. We give 8 examples to show both the appearance and the use of demonstrative adjectives. Look at the first one. Ha'ish hazeh. This construction consists of the noun ish followed by the demonstrative adjective zeh. The noun and the demonstrative agree in gender, number, and definiteness, and so this construction translates this man. The second example in Hebrew is Ha'isha hazot. Again, the categories of agreement are gender, number, and definiteness. The construction translates this woman. In our third example, which pronounces in Hebrew ha'ish hahu and translates that man, we have a construction with the noun ish and the demonstrative hu. The categories of agreement are gender, number, and definiteness, producing the translation that man. Look at the fourth example. Ha'isha hahi, that woman. The noun is feminine singular, the demonstrative is feminine singular, and they both have the definite article. The categories of agreement, again, are gender, number, and definiteness. In the fifth example, the Hebrew reads ha'nashim ha'ela. It translates these men. Unashim and ela agree in gender, number, and definiteness, though notice, please, that the demonstrative ela is the common form. And so in the sixth example, hanashim ha'ela, which is also a demonstrative adjective, the form ela is used, though the noun is feminine plural. You understand that nashim is the irregular plural of the feminine singular noun isha. The seventh example, nashim hahem, those men. Both forms are masculine plural. The categories of agreement are gender, number, and definiteness. And so too in our final example in handout 8D, hanashim hahena, those women. In handout 8E, in the grammar 8.7.2, we study demonstrative pronouns. When a Hebrew demonstrative is functioning as a demonstrative pronoun, it will precede the noun and agree in gender and number, but not in definiteness. Let me repeat that so that you understand the distinction between demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns. When a Hebrew demonstrative is functioning as a demonstrative pronoun, it will precede the noun and agree in gender and number, but not in definiteness. This construction, you understand, is just like the predicative use of adjectives. Again, we give 8 examples. Ze ha'ish. Ze is the demonstrative pronoun. It agrees in gender and number. Note that ze precedes